Good evening, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. We're back with more Shadows of Loathing! Thank you so much for being so patient and understanding the last couple of days of me not being live. I had every intention of streaming last night, but I got my ass kicked by a migraine, and I'm completely out of commission when those happen. So being in front of a computer, I couldn't do it. But I appreciate y'all's patience and understanding. But we are back, baby. I can't be kept down forever. If you haven't already, though, I have a poll live in my Discord for what we will be playing next after I finish Shadows over Loathing. But if you haven't already cast your vote, what you waiting for? The link to my server is in chat. Thank you, Jeeves. You are the best. And if you're catching the VOD over on YouTube, the invite link for the server can be found in my channel page, since YouTube doesn't really want me posting links in my video descriptions. Probably because I'm a little bit too sweary for their liking. But the games that are up for your consideration are Stray, A Hat in Time, Spirit Tea, Untitled Goose Game, and Stardew Valley. As of right now, Stardew Valley is still in the lead with 6 votes. If you want that to continue, or if you'd like to change that, you should pop into the server. You can just react to the post for the game that interests you. If more than one tickle your fancy, you can vote multiple times. I'm totally fine with that. And then democracy wins. The poll will be open until I finish Shadows over Loathing, at which point whichever has the most votes is what I'll be playing next. I'm so excited. It's probably not gonna be a super long stream tonight, just I am mildly migraine hungover still. It usually takes me a couple of days to be back to normal after a migraine. So it's not going to be a super long stream tonight, but we still have some jazz agent shenanigans to get down with, so we're gonna start things off right with a little bit of self-care. Y'all know the drill. Hydrate, unshrimp those spines, and get a nice big stretch in, because self-care is best care. Tonight's stream is not sponsored by Root Beer, the king of pop. But since it's not going to be a super long stream, I feel like we should probably get into it. Just gonna check the time for VOD posterity. We'll say gameplay starts at 6 minutes, looks about right. Yeah, I'm good with that. 6 minutes should be good. Pop you there. Do one of these. And it's jazz agent time, baby. Wait, why is there a desk here? Where am I? Oh, wait, we're in the creepy house. Right, okay. Here we go. A crate of doll parts. What's inside? An entire crate full of horrible little mouths. A page of someone's diary is pasted to the wall here. Must correct Velma's mechanism so she'll squeeze the toothpaste from the end of the tube instead of the middle. I'm losing a fortune in wasted paste. Okay. Brush for 3 minutes. The sink is currently occupied by a creepy talking doll espousing the value of good hygiene. Flush the toilet. One of those newfangled plastic-handled toilet brushes you've read about in all the papers. The future is yours to wield. A page from a diary is stapled to the wall. Something's defective with Ruth. She's doing twice as much of everything as she ought to be. I must have gotten her gear ratios wrong. As long as you don't stand with your back to that doll, it seems safe to fish in. Okay. A handful of dirty water. And full of clean water. And a glob of wet hair. Delicious. Someone has pasted a page from their diary. Excuse me? What the fuck? They're throwing eggs at me. I'm stuck in a rut. Every day is the same routine. Eat breakfast, get dressed, brush my teeth, exercise, work on my novel, go to bed. Over and over. Always the same. I thought the dolls would help, but they've only made things worse. I feel like I might go crazy. In fact, that sounds like a pretty good idea. I think I'll start right now. A modern fridge. Would you stop throwing eggs at me? See if its contents are also modern. Oh, the fridge is empty, but the freezer is full of fruity ice pops. A simple cupboard. It's bare of everything except cereal. Got a box of wafered corn cereal. Doll eggs, just left ones. They must not be for dancing dolls. Warm hands. Okay. What does warm hands do? Oh, cool. Okay. There's a loose page from a diary on the table. Edith's violin is too loud for me to relax at night, but if I take it away, she screeches horribly. I wonder if I can find her a smaller one. Ooh. A box of toys for other toys. Ooh, a chemistry set. Got a doll-sized chemistry set. Oh, God. A diary page peeks out from under the pillow. I don't feel well. I think Gladys put something in my coffee. Not just eggs like she always does accidentally. I believe this was purposeful. Perhaps I shouldn't have based their mechanisms on that strange old doll I found. Grace. I wonder where she went. Grace. Wasn't Grace the name of that haunted doll from West of Loathing? My God, why do dolls even need hearts? This was just pointlessly creepy. Oh, hey, nestled among them is that spring Wendelin wanted. Got a counterclockwise mainspring. A rubber plant. One of the dolls must be allergic to real rubber plants. A dresser. Address it. Hello, dresser. All pants. The shirts must be in a different closet. A leaf from a diary is nestled among the dirty laundry. Abigail loosened the pins on my barbell. I nearly dropped it on my head. She's definitely trying to kill me. I think they all are. Hellstrom can have the house and main property. I'm going into hiding. First, I'm going to tack these pages all over the house to make it clear that I'm insane, and then I'm going to go live in my bomb shelter. Scratch that, it's a doll shelter now. Huh. Just doll arms. Dozens of little awful arms. I need one more Moxie. I got the fancy dress socks. Mm. Dorothy keeps giving me socks with holes in them. She can't possibly be trying to humiliate me deliberately, but it's far too consistent to be random chance. You find a sickly tree growing out of a 6-inch deep puddle of crude oil. It's exuding some of the greasiest sap you've ever seen. You're not the type of greasy sap. Just let this greasy sap go to waste. The farm Raine picks up something wild, and the open doors of a nearby barn provide the only shelter. You dash inside. From the rafters hang a gang of gargoyles who drop and block the entrance. Pay up. Shelter ain't free. This here's a B&B, and whether that stands for bed and breakfast or black and blue, that's up to you. Fuck that. Okay. Oh, oh, Lord. We are very on fire. Callie! Hello! Welcome in. Congratulations, you are the winner of the As Callie Gambit. with that first comment. How are you doing though? Currently doing my Monster High doll's hair. I love it. Good shit, yo. But how are you? How's your day been? Gonna set the math building on fire. Based on what you posted in the Discord, that's entirely justified. Alright, I'm gonna need you to go fuck yourself. There we go. And lo, the B&B owners have become black and blue themselves. Yeah, they have. I suppose you found a counterclockwise mainspring. Yeah, I did. Here you go. Well, I'll be. Thank you kindly. Seeing as you've proven yourself the helpful sort, I'll have him let you in the store. Pretty much all of us around here got a thing or two could use doing. Swell. If that was sarcasm, I hear ya. He gets up and knocks an odd pattern on the door to the feed store, and you hear someone inside removing the bar. Thanks. Wendelin continues to tinker with his device. Who's that Hellstrom guy you mentioned? Ugh, that fat cat oil baron. What's been going around buying up every patch of dirt big enough to drill a well into? I ain't want to talk about him. He'll get his soon enough. What's that mean? Don't mean nothing. Just an old man talking old man crap. Okay. Sign says, back in an hour. Somebody has crawled. Yeah, right. In the thick layer of dust on the counter. Okay. Various expired horse medicaments. An enormous sacks of hen feed. And what else? Heavy bags of cow feed. And what else? Massive sacks of hen feed. What else? Huge sacks of lamb feed. And what else? Heavy sacks of rooster feed. And what else? Colossal bags of horse feed. And what else? Huge sacks of rabbit feed. And what else? Colossal bags of rabbit feed. Alright, I'm content. She's really fixated on that puzzle box. Tricky looking puzzle box. Want me to take a crack at it? Shh! Don't you know, at this very minute, Mars is the closest it's been in opposition to Earth for a century? I studied at SIT under... Actually, I never learned my teacher's name. Almost every transmitter in the world has stopped broadcasting for 60 seconds in case any Martian signals squeak through the radio. And have they? I don't know, you were talking. Oh, sorry. Don't sweat it. Mars was never my favorite planet anyway. Too much silica. The name's Oskaloosa. Oskaloosa Barnhill. Yes, that's right. My middle name is Oskaloosa. Heard you helped out my friend Wendelin. You looking for any more work by chance? Seems I'm always looking for work. That's so. How'd you like to go to outer space, kid? Sure. Yeah, me too. But the closest you and I are gonna come to space, I think, is the little piece of it inside Ammon Mulross's place. She shows you on the placemat where it is. A little piece? What, like a meteorite? Exactly that. A genuine chunk of the cosmos. Landed right in Ammon's lap. And between you and me, that's not right. The only thing emptier than outer space is that man's head. A meteorite. Even just a little piece of it. It ought to be in the hands of someone who will appreciate it. Take care of it. Understand me? Yeah, you want me to steal the meteorite. Which ought to be a piece of cake, because just the other day, the whole Mulross family mysteriously disappeared. Wait, what? Yeah, so you'll just be able to waltz on in, I bet. Oskaloosa. That's an unusual name. My folks named me after the town where they met. Oh, where was that? Oskaloosa. What you playing with? Puzzle box. A real tricksy pick of a puzzle, too. Maybe I could solve it for you. But then I won't have solved it, and they'll know what type of lock to put on my cell. Okay. You pass by a small farm where a little girl sits crying next to a wooden dollhouse. Aw, what's wrong, little girl? The Puckwuxie stole all my dollhouse furniture. The what now? They're mean little elves, like from the fairy tales. Oh god, not more fairies. Look, they even painted a rude middle finger on the living room wall. You lean down and take a look. I don't think that's a middle finger, kiddo. Where do these things come from? There's a vacant lot with a lot of bushes and stuff that Granny said to stay away from. I think they hide there. Are you gonna stomp on them? Stomp on some for me too, please. I got a noodle in a haystack. What up? Best not tarry here, civilian, if you care for your safety. Before you lies a horror house. civilian? Well, I don't take you for a surveyor. What's a horror house? A surveyor's term, forgive me. A horror house is like a haunted house, only real. Haunted houses are real. In all my life, I've never surveyed one. You'll just have to trust me on this one. What makes this a horror house? That house there belongs to a farming family, the Mulross clan. I should say belonged, because they vanished, and I should also have said doesn't belong, because that house belongs to the bank. I speak of Jessup and Paddington National, who have commissioned me to assess the value of the house for its resale at auction. What's the problem with this house? I'd say the problems with this house began when a meteor from outer space smashed through the roof. I can see how that might be an issue, sure. 3 months later, the Mulross clan fled by night and, I presume, by car. They ran off with no regard for their mortgage. Can you imagine? So heartless, to care so little for the bank's bottom line like that. Uh-huh. TKO Mike! Hello, how's it going? Welcome in. How's your day been? I was thus sent to assess the value of the Mulross property for the bank. Only I'm spooked. What's stopping you from surveying the house? He shudders. Listen, I entered the surveyor's seminary to avoid the horrors of war, and here they are right on my doorstep, which is that literal doorstep. I surveyed every state of this great land, and never have I seen things so frightening and mixed up as the abnormalities in that house. I can make no sense of it. What abnormalities? Just, you know, things. Mixed up things. Can you be more specific? No, I don't know how to describe it. Well, why don't I go take a look? I don't think you have the eyes of a surveyor. No, but on the other hand, I'm not too scared to go into a house. I guess it wouldn't do any harm. To me. It was good. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad it was good. Here's what I'll do. I'll give you the house key, and if somehow you can fix whatever's going on enough for me to get to carry out my work, you can have 10% of whatever my valuation happens to be. Fair? How much are we talking? What do you mean? How much is a house worth? Why don't you tell me how much you think a house is worth, and we'll go from there. 500,000 meat. Dear Lord, ma'am. Never pay 500,000 anything for a house. No, if I'm right, this house is worth 5,000 meat, which would be a fee of 500 for you. What do you say? Yeah, alright. Got the Mulross key. Grand stuff. Good luck, and for your own safety, don't look too closely at anything. You're not a trained surveyor. Sure, why not? Let's check it out. What in the world? Well, you're not supposed to cry over spilled milk. Spilled chowder is another thing entirely. If it's the bank's house, the bank can do the dishes. Oh. These wormholes have made a dog's dinner out of the dog's dinner. A pot that a pig's in. Hello. Snarf. Wait, what? The final picket fence you need to paint to end Will Hunter's curse. Oh, amazing. Okay. Front of the house. A bronze plaque on the table is inscribed Mulross. In the top drawer, you find a large stack of orders for Mulross produce impaled on a spike and a collection of handwritten letters inquiring if the house is for sale, also impaled on a spike. In the bottom drawer, a note from Nabby Mulross to order more spikes for the mail. It's an ear of corn. The full corn man must be enormous. What? I am the chessboard. An odd location, and an even odder rotation for a fridge. A gallon jug of bitters. The only thing in the refrigerator is a massive jug of bitters. Bitters don't really need to be kept cold, so it's a lucky thing this refrigerator is not working. Huh? A notice of repossession from a bank. They've apparently already taken the mailbox. A telegraph machine is upside down. Could be an Australian model. There's a new telegram. Amon, do not abandon house. Stop. Stay on the property ladder. Stop. This direct order from your papa. Stop. AKA the main mole Ross. Well. There's a bug on the lens. Appraise it. Who is to say the value of a bug? Me, I can say. What is the value of a bug? $500 meat. The bug is thus surveyed and appraised. Hey, Apex, how's it going? Thank you for the self-care. Y'all know the drill. Hydrate or dihydrate. Untrim those spines and get a nice big stretch in because self-care is best care. Coming in to drop self-care, then I go EP. Well, thank you for popping in. I hope you have a wonderful EP. Are you a big pig or a little pig? Snarf! Okay. Okay. The wind blows an old sheet of paper into your face with a plap. Kind of nostalgic. You peel it off and read it. Izzy, I stashed the meat from the bank job under the old burnt tree. Meet me there Tuesday to divvy it up. Don't tell Marv. I want to cut that dumb palooka out of the deal. You look around and discover that you're standing next to an old lightning-blasted oak tree with a hole dug next to it. 3 skeletons are lying around the hole with rusted pistols still clenched in their hands. In the hole, you find a big burlap sack with the symbol for meat stenciled on the side. You gain 28 meat. A miniature firehouse. You hear some puck wedgies milling around inside. Fuck them up. I'm sorry, Dirtle. I feel like I don't deserve that win, but I'll take it. You're the fire chief now. Got puck wedgie massage oil, an orange puck wedgie hat, and a puck wedgie arson charm. You punch a hole through the back wall of the store and take everything that fits you? Whoops. The Pukwudgie Hospital is a place of healing and hurting. Hmm. Actually, I will be right back, folks. Just one moment. Sorry about that. Housemate needed help with something real quick. Oh, there we go. And... Perfect. Alright. Where were we? I have 1 AP left. Might as well get rid of them. Put me the closest I got. I'm sorry, Dirtle. Oh, not good. That'll do. That will do. You've reduced the hospital's payroll obligations by 100%. Got a Puckwudgie poison vial, a purple Puckwudgie hat, a Puckwudgie medicine bag, and Dirtle the turtle grows stronger. Yay! A high-rise Puckwudgie apartment building. You could easily rile a few of them up if you banged on some windows. The sign says Puckwudgie Village, established July 22nd, 1828. That's weirdly specific. By the temperature and architecture, you say this is an ice house. You peek inside the ice house. It's full of big, plump, chilled grubs. Shadow milkshake! Through the skylight, you can see Puckwudgie massage therapists hard at work. Pull them out. Okay. Okay, you're gonna go for Dirtle. Okay. Well, we're gonna do that. Got Pukwudgie poison vial, Pukwudgie massage oil, and a purple Pukwudgie hat. These barracks must be where the Pukwudgies keep their little army. Declare war! Okay. I'm sorry, Dirtle the turtle. Ooh, that was close. Standing army is now lying down. That's not what I meant to do. Whoops. I'm sorry, Dirtle the turtle. This enemy has already been knifed in the dark. Further knifing would be in poor taste. Mm. Ugh, I hate this place nearly as bad as the swamp. It is pretty desolate, but it seems like it used to be nice. Nothing ever happens here. Nothing ever happens here. There's nothing for it to happen to or with. Just corn and wheat and pigs. Don't shoot the piggies. I ain't gonna shoot the piggies. What do you take me for? I got a mind to pop some corn, though. Was this whole conversation just for that pun? No. Molly's mysticality has increased by 1. A vast fallow field. The wind blows, yet the mill stands still. Ooh. Shadow clarinet. Ask not for whom the windmill spins. It spins for no one. Okay. The clock is stopped, perhaps in solidarity with the windmill. Its hands are at 6:07. According to the partially destroyed calendar, today is Burns Night, that annual celebration of the life and work of 18th century poet Robert Burns. No. On a closer reading, it's just that the calendar itself is burned. The windmill is set up to make flour, but it hasn't done so for some time. Lumps of the last batch lie in the wooden basin, gathering dust and a real stink. However long this ground flour has been sitting here, it's too long. It smells rancid and appears to have become a new home for bugs. Check out the bugs. A baker's dozens of long-snouted bugs burrow busily in and out of the flour. They seem hard at work. How far gone must this flour be for it to not only have attracted bugs, but for those bugs to have given themselves a project? It's not good flour. Even if it was, you shouldn't really eat flour on its own. Eat it. You tear into the old flour with your teeth. It explodes in your mouth, and when you do, something hard and cold slides right down your throat. Hard to say what it was. Maybe not something you want in your stomach, but it doesn't matter. It's in there now. Gain effect against the grain. -1 the maximum AP. No, you've got a tummy full of bad flour. Remember, always eat with the grain, not against it. Shit. Steady winds sweep through the empty mill, its old wooden boards bending and bowing in reply. What's wrong with this windmill, then, if there's enough wind to make it spin? Something must be the matter here, but what? Way up in the windmill, the wooden walls keep bowing and the wooden floors keep groaning, but there's something strange. The sounds, they're too regular, too precise. There's a pattern, you notice, and it feels too deliberate to have occurred by chance. I need +2 to mysticality. The peculiar sweep of the wind against the wood, the sounds it makes, those aren't noises, they're words. Woe. Oh, why? Unmistakably a voice, but hollow and shaken. What are you? Oh, good peddler, I am the living spirit of this old ham mill, though you'd be surely forgiven for thinking it had no life left. Why did you call me a peddler? Oh, 'tis mainly peddlers who frequent this mill, trading for grains and other stuffs, but pardon my assumption. Not all those who wander through the ham mill are peddlers. You are the windmill? Oh, yes. And does this shock your sensibilities? Does this shock you very much? No, I've just never met a windmill before. Oh, and I wonder if you have, or trod merely on the embers of Alexandria after Caesar. I don't know. Oh, whoa. What's wrong with you? Oh, but I cannot bear to spin any longer. It has become unbearable to me. I'm sorry to hear. I have been horribly distraught from the moment I read the bad news. What news? Sirrah, I refer to the Pulitzer Board's cynical capitulation to award the prize for drama to Sidney Glout over the great Haldie Howell. This thoughtless piggery agitated me so thoroughly I could not even read on to learn if that smut merchant Marnie Mornay won for poetry. You can read? Oh, of course. What else is there to do whilst I work? Can't just mill about. Was that a pun? Not a very good one, I'm afraid, due to my general malaise. Why are you so upset about the Pulitzers? Oh, but a world in which the arts are poorly valued is a bare desert, sans life. I meant more, why does a windmill care about the Pulitzers? Surely someone must. 'Tis why Troy fell to the barbarians, 'tis not. Too little appreciation of the arts. And do you think pious Aeneas heeded that lesson when founding greatest Rome? No. Exactly so. And we are doomed to repeat his mistakes, now that the Pulitzers have the in-depths of their perversion recognized the monstrous Sidney Glout for drama. When did this happen? Sirrah, when did what happen? This whole episode about the Pulitzer Prize for drama. I cannot possibly remember. The incident has irreversibly shocked my faculties. Were you always like this? I do not understand the question. More concerned with the arts than being a mill. Yes. Were you built out of an old library or something like that? The walls rattle at your words. Oh, negative inference. What? Talk of chopped and splintered wood. Talk of axes. How am I to take these violent suggestions, if not as a threat? I'm only trying to understand why you're so interested in literature. Oh, well, I would beg you choose your words more carefully in the future. But if you are so curious, the answer to your bull in a china shop of a question is yes. Yes, you used to be a library? Oh, yes. And that's why you're so into literature. Yes, you have the right of it. Okay, great, thanks. Pray go. I have to go. There's a lot of reading material here. Must get lonely working in a windmill. Or being one. What did the banker say by Haldie Howell? Howell? If he'd only won the Pulitzer, then this windmill might still be spinning and making grain, or ham, or whatever it did. A People's History of Skeleton Roads by Boxer Hamlin. Highbrow taste for a windmill. Paradise Corn by Carrington Whip. Strange Streets by Susan St. Sneeze. The Fishing Bridge by Sidney Glout. Glout! The author who won the Pulitzer for drama and in doing so sent this windmill into a tailspin where it no longer spins. Whoops, a pamphlet slipped out from between the books. You got NFSC Directive 712. Someone's kicked the safe over and bashed its lock-in with a hammer. It's not a pretty sight, but the safe knew the risks when it took the job. Specks of flour float through the air and dust the cracks of the safe like snowfall. Pry it open. The crowbar is just too thick for you to get any purchase on it. All that flour is really gunking up the cracks. Ironically, the safe cannot be cracked because its lock has literally been cracked into pieces with a hammer. Set it on fire. Boy, as soon as that flame touched the flour, the safe plain blew up. Is flour combustible? Yes, actually, it is. Those doughboys really shouldn't have been playing around with the stuff so much. The explosion destroyed a lot of what was in the safe, but among the globs of charred meat and cooked shoes, you find a safety inspection report, which, unbelievably, is in perfect condition. That safety inspector knew their stuff. A National Flour Standards Committee's report. National Flour Standards Committee's report into the old ham mill dated 1923. That's 5 years ago. The National Flour Standards Committee's report is dry as flour and technical as cyber flour, but one paragraph catches your eye for the proliferation of exclamation marks. All sorts of problems. For one thing, it is illegal to make ham at a mill. Stick to flour, gents. In addition, these jokers are using a clock as a calendar and a calendar as a clock. This windmill is all mixed up. Looks like a proclamation from something called the National Flour Standards Committee. National Flour Standards Committee Directive 712, Stages of Flour Necrosis. Bakers. Nothing in this world is certain except for taxes and flour death. If flour has gone bad, a quick sniff will tell the tale. 6 months bad, fusty smell. 12 months bad, musty smell. 24 months bad, very fusty and musty smell. 36 months bad, fetid smell. 48 months bad, gamey smell. 49 months bad and older, absolute liquefaction. Always remember, better smelled than not smelled. NFSC, protecting our flour. Okay. Sure. Why not? I mean, I've already... The clock is stopped at 6:07. And then you hear a deep moo sound that reverberates through your guts all the way down to the colon end. Slowly, you turn around. That field was empty before. Now it contains an entire herd of black wounds in space, each one in the shape of a cow. In the middle of them, a shadow cowbell hangs silently on a post. Oh, I'm about to get my ass kicked. That's not good. Oh no. Oh, that's not good. Cows are fucking mean, man. Whoops. Judging by her driving gloves and driving goggles, this woman must be into driving and or driving-related fashion accessories. Hey there, how's it going? Name's Farina. I am Raine. Nice goggles. Thanks. Did you cop a gander at my sweet breezer out front? The car? I was wondering why it was tied to a hitching post. A lot of horsepower in that baby. Gotta keep her under control. Get it? Say, word is you're pretty handy in a problem-solving kind of way. Think you can... Oh, the music is from West of Loathing. I love that. Say, word is you're pretty handy in a problem-solving kind of way. Think you can help me out with a little something? What kind of something? See, my buggy's a real dynamo, but once you taste that kind of power, you're always yearning for more. Am I right? You want it? You want something to make it faster? I don't know a whole lot about cars. No worries, I'm not looking for advice. I already got my peepers set on a particular goal. There's an old Ford factory compound not far from here. Before they shut down a while back, they was working on a new kind of engine, one made of beans. Beans? Are you serious? As the day is long, I wouldn't have believed it either, but I saw a test run of one of the prototypes. Man, it was like lightning. Right up until it exploded anyways. Word is they fixed that problem though. Just had to switch to a different kind of beans. And that final pre-production engine should still be in the factory. I just need someone to go and snaffle it for me. Alright. Great. I knew you was a right girl. Let me mark the place on the map for you. Far as I know, the factory has been abandoned for months, so it ought to be a lead pipe cinch. Just grab the engine and go. Alright. Why not? Look out! A rolling boulder of sticky crude oil is coming down the hill at a terrifyingly slow speed. If you don't get out of the way in the next 3 to 4 hours, you're truck food. Walk away slowly. You sidestep the big glob just in time to watch it carry on its path for another several hours. Well, that was close. A tumultuous beanstorm is preventing access to this bunkhouse. You should find somebody who knows more about beans than you and ask them how to deal with this. It's a festering pile of decomposing soybeans. Oh boy! You collect the foulest bits and shove them in your pocket. Huh? This car smells unbelievably bad. I can imagine. Some kind of bean monstrosities are blocking your path. Okay. I'm sorry, Dirtle. You won. Now that bean's a has-been. Was bean? Was bean? A force bean, a loose fist bean, and a rotting soybean. Great. More bean monsters. Whatever the Ford company was trying to do, it doesn't seem to have gone normally. Ow. You won. That fight was the beans knees. Am I getting a cold? Force bean, loose fist bean, and a rotting soybean. Oh. That's what I got, I guess. That was fucking rude. That'll do. You won. Beans, beans, the magical brute. The more you beat, the more you loot. I like that. Human bean liver, a loosed fist bean, and a rotting soybean. And Turtle the turtle grows stronger! Yay! Crescent wand, an awl, and a mini blowtorch. Some kind of complicated gizmo that might be an engine? Since it's the only engine-like thing you've seen around here, it's a reasonable gamble that this is what Farina's looking for. It's either a pile of petrified beans or a statue of a pile of beans. You know, it could be either, as far as this game goes, to be honest. Neither would surprise me. Ford factory key. This plaque is for the factory's 1909 Employee of the Year. That's me. No, it isn't. You were 6 years old. Shh. The break room door is locked. You hear frantic shushing sounds inside. Hello? Is someone there? Oh, hey, a person. Yep, that's me. Please, you gotta let us out of here. We've been trapped for ages with nothing to eat but beans. Wow. Okay, where's the key? Actually, we welded the lock shut so the bean monsters couldn't get us. You'll need a Jenkins head screwdriver to take the hinges off. A what kind of screwdriver? Jenkins. It's a sort of X shape. One of our mechanics invented it. He just got the patent this year. Wow, nice. Yeah, some guy in Oregon named Philip was super mad. Anyway, there should be one in the bunkhouse. I'll take a look. There is an ominous crack in the sky, and in the space of a single charged second, the wide farm road is drenched with fast-falling rain that bites to the bone. It's farm rain, all right, cold as ice and twice as nasty. The long and level plains of this country offer no shelter except, perhaps, for a lone house you spy off in the distance, perhaps half a mile to the east. Run there now. The outside of the mailbox reads Borg. On the inside it also reads Borg. Borg? Borge? This quaint and well-maintained farmhouse appears to be the only settled farmstead in the area. It must be lonely with no neighbors to meet or sugar to borrow. Those with neighbors know that they can't go 5 minutes without asking each other for a cup of sugar, and it is one of the main things they do, just trading the same sugar back and forth. Never gaining anything. Knock. A voice, muffled and gruff, shouts back. Who is that there? It's Raine. Eh? I can't hear you over the rain. The old farmer is tanned and callous all over from either a lifetime of fall work or a fall into the vat at the leather factory. Look at you. You are soaked to the bone from the rain. Quick, you must make yourself warm. There is hot spaghetti on the stove and towels in my wardrobe. Thanks. I'm Raine, by the way. Everyone calls me Borge. You are welcome under my roof, Raine, and to share in my food and warmth, but I have one rule by which you must abide. Okay. You must not look at my daughter. You don't have to worry about me. You must not look at my daughter. I heard you. What? Shit. Ah, well, now you can see why the farmer would have that rule. No house. Okay. You find an abandoned truck parked on the side of the road with its hood open. Its old, peeling bumper sticker says, "I'd rather be fishing." Underneath that, someone's written, "Screw it, I'm going fishing." Most of the engine is gone, plus the doors and the entire glove box, but somehow there's still a toolbox in the back. remedy that. Got an owl, spray on asbestos, a miniature blowtorch, and a disposable ratchet. True value. Hey there, you managed to bag that engine for me? I did. Hey, fantastic. Thanks a million, kid. I can't wait to get this baby installed. She walks over to the back room door and taps out a complicated pattern on it with her knuckles. You hear someone inside unlocking it. Did my internet shit the bed? I think it did. OBSY. I think the universe is telling me that this week just isn't my week. You know, it's probably just as well to end here then. We'll finish out this conversation. You enter the darkened black room. A man is standing behind a desk, poring over a messy array of books and maps. He looks up and glares at you as you enter. Who the devil are you? Hi, I'm Raine, Twitch TV. Okay, but the implied second half of that question was, what the hell are you doing in my office? I don't actually know, but the people outside let me in. Well, if they vetted you, you must be okay. Name's Jasper. You signing on to help with our mission? What mission is that? We're blowing up Hellstrom's oil refinery, that's what. Alright. I think on that note, we're gonna call it here. Looks like my internet is telling me to get wrecked. So, I can't even rate out. That sucks. Well, it wasn't meant to be a long stream tonight anyways, so that's okay. I am planning on streaming some more tomorrow night, so if you'd like to stay updated on when I will be live again, in addition to making sure that your Twitch notifications are on for my channel, you can join my Discord. I can't even throw it in chat. Shit. The link to my server can be found in my Twitch profile page, and if you're catching the VOD over on YouTube, the invite link is in my channel's homepage. Feel free to come say hey and join the chaos. Speaking of the VOD, I will be posting the VOD of this stream to YouTube over the next day or so. We're going to shoot a quick prayer to the internet gods. Glory to them, hallowed are their names. There is a playlist of this playthrough of Shadows over Loathing already set up and ready to go, so you can catch up on anything that you may have missed if you feel so inclined. I have also been told that my streams are a fantastic sleep aid for all of my fellow insomniac baddies out there. Just saying. The link to my YouTube channel can also be found in my Twitch bio. But thank you so much for watching. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day, afternoon, evening, whatever it may be, wherever you are.